Could very well go out there, win the President's Trophy, and be the #1 team overall as we head towards the postseason. So some self-imposed pressure perhaps for Darcy Kuemper. He'll weave his way right back across the Colorado line. Trying to tee up the wrist shot. Hit the outside of the net with a second attempt. Side of the net. It's Ovechkin trying to shovel one through. Wrapping one around was Kuznetsov. That went through the goal mouth area. And it's pitchforked right back out to neutralized by McMichael. And he'll go off for a change. 2-on-1. Oshie across the line with the toe drag. Between the legs. Side of the net. And Sheary was stoned by Darcy Kuemper. What a play. Kuznetsov had to wait for his mates to get onside. So gathers back in his own end. Carlson ahead to Kuznetsov. Tries to split the defense and does. Moves in. He scores! Speed between the circles for Evgeny Kuznetsov. And the Caps have the early lead.
Your feet moving, and it starts in his own zone. He's the one that drops it back to Carlson and then goes through open space. Look, he just puts that puck to space, gets it on his skate, puts it up to his stick, and goes 5-hole on Kuemper. But if he doesn't push that ever so slightly right behind the defender and Murray right there, he doesn't get past those three defenders. Got McCarr, Girard, Byram, who will jump up into the play, and they act like forwards.
Ovechkin pivots, a little give and go. To the front of the net is Wilson, and he is stopped by Darcy Kuemper.
But then you got to deal with Oshie, who's in that bunker position, net front position. They've just got so many weapons.
Stick in center ice. And moving in short-handed is JT Compher, and he scores! JT Compher does it all by himself. A neutral zone steal and a short-handed goal to tie it at 1.
If you're on the penalty kill, just score, right? Score a short-handed goal, and watch the stick here by JT Compher. Just reads that play the entire way by Kuznetsov, gets on his horse and just shields off Kuznetsov, frees up his stick, which allows him to pretty much put this anywhere he wants, and Samsonov puts his head up right at the very last second.
Poke free, and Tom Wilson sweeps it. Odd man rush the other way. Here come the Caps. Lurking left is Ovechkin. The shot short side. Instead, it's Nick Jensen, and he scores! Oh, maybe Darcy Kuemper was worried about Ovechkin to his right. Gave up the short side to Nick Jensen. And the Capitals retake the lead.
Just 3+ minutes left and you're tied 1-1. Well, the good D zone, and Nick Jensen starts as the middle side D. He jumps up, reads this play, a little give and go, and he puts this far side on Kuemper, who drops that right shoulder a little bit low. He goes to put the paddle down to block what?
Carried over into the second period for Colorado. They've got an odd man rush. Burakovsky finds the trailer. McKinnon moves in, tries to roof one, and coming out with the glove hand was Samsonov. Saucer pass back to the point, one touch deep. Now behind the net is Logan O'Connor. O'Connor pivots along the half boards, out in front, shot, score! Darren Helm off the feed from Logan O'Connor, who made a beautiful pass after pivoting along the half boards to tie the game at 2.
Beautiful play by Logan O'Connor. Simple, but he uses the net as a shield, and there you can see that he loses Justin Schultz, then a little button hook back, and that just opens up space, a seam across, as the Washington defenders are now lost. Where's my man? And you can see Helm just bounces back, comes back into the hash mark area. Exactly what a head coach would want. You know, you're not getting the ice time, but get the opportunities.
JT Compher off the steal. And there is a save by Samsonov with the left shoulder. And low angle rush shot of a Washington Capital goal to give them the 3-2 lead as Anthony Mantha on the doorstep. As best we can, here's another look at the goal by Mantha.
Well, Mantha feeling the rush right now, and he gets left all alone in front. And Kuemper goes for the initial tip. He's thinking Mantha's going to tip this right away. Instead, Mantha gets it from his foot.
Spins it back to the point. Orlov, one-time drive, and a left pad save is made by Darcy Kuemper. Orlov on the backhand. Sends it back to Wilson at the point as they exchange places. Kuznetsov wheels in, wrist shot, score! Second of the night for Evgeny Kuznetsov. And Washington stretches to a 2-goal lead.
As Kuznetsov line is out there, and what Washington does is they go from high to low, low to high, about 4 or 5 times on this shift. And you can see the Colorado Avalanche are just kind of back in that house area, if you will, because no one really has a man, they just have space.
Now we're going to probably spend as Orlov backhands one. And on Kemper, that's turned aside. Pressure by the Caps here at the start of this period. Jensen's shot. Hard angle rebound. Is put in. Nick Dowd scores from right along the goal line. Off the wrister rebound from Nick Jensen.
Been such a factor for the Washington Capitals. Peter Laviolette starts them, rewards his fourth line. Look at the traffic in front by Garnet Hathaway. Kemper comes out to play it, so in case Hathaway gets the tip, it's going to go right into his body, but then he's unable to recover as the rebound goes to his right. He doesn't see Dowd coming.
Eller there as well. Back to the right point, moving in with a wrist shot was Cole McCarr, and that was blockered away by Samsonov. Poked out to the point, but not out. Kept alive by Rantanen. He'll move in. Wrist shot. That hit the post. Mikko Rantanen almost lit the lamp, and now we have a penalty called behind the play.
The shot from Rantanen that goes right here. It actually beats Samsonov, but then McKinnon loses where he is.
Eller. After it, Kadri taking hits behind the net from Jensen. Still controlled by Colorado, moving in. Makar, that's stopped by Samsonov. Than they were last season. Since the start of last season, Vanacek's save percentage number 27 in the National Hockey League, and Samsonov number 40. Well, if you're going to win the Stanley Cup, you gotta have better than that. There's a one-timer on the power play, and a goal from Mikko Rantanen. And with 3:06 to go, Colorado pulls the goaltender, 6-on-4. It pays off, and they've cut the lead to 5-3.
But watch this pass by McKinnon. I mean, he looks like he is going to come down the middle of the ice and shoot that puck. Samsonov stays with 2 goals. It's not so bad.
Kadri and Kuznetsov on the draw. And there is the long shot, and it's in for Alex Ovechkin. An empty net goal for Ovechkin, as he has already, in the first 3 games this season, lit the lamp 4 times, which you know is his ultimate goal.
Well, this is all just about a defensive zone face-off won by committee. Kuznetsov goes down on his knee. Tom Wilson comes from inside.
One last opportunity. Samsonov is able to steer aside that Logan O'Connor wrister, and that will end it. It is a 3-goal win for the Washington Capitals. 6-3 your final over the Colorado Avalanche.